holding by the ruins, trying to see if he can stay alive. They're going to jump him both at the same time. Kiebu coming with the backup timing could not possibly be better. Now it's a 4-on-4 8 here. SK Gaming, all they have to do is hold on for a couple of more seconds and they'll be in a great position. If they could take down Device, this whole angle of the retake is already gone. Device moving in and he goes down. Part of that has been accomplished and that's good news. Arco take down Dupree. That leaves Kiebu and Sip 2 versus 4. And time is simply running out for the Danish side here. It looks like SK have definitely got a good round on their hands. Kiebu goes down. Sip now jumping around. The knife out. Helps to drop him. SK win the first round.
Like that. Well, Taco to start things off. That was pretty much as far as SK Gaming. They don't lose anybody pushing tight. Taco gets that kill, applies the pressure. Astralis. Once they've cleared out that side, SK Gaming, then you just take after plant. Have all the time in the world. Two at the very back, and obviously Banana. That's pretty much it. You have all of the major points of access to that site covered if you're SK Gaming. And clearly SK, well, they are fired up for multiple reasons. But the blood is pumping and they're actually going to be able to start things off 1-0.
Having two controlling Banana like that when the bomb is planted at the grip, very powerful. Hard for anyone to read it. Later in the game you would have smokes and molotovs to block them off at Banana, right? The pistol round you don't. You have to try and defuse while they're shooting at you. Fun at all. Only one C75 on the... I'm disappointed in Astralis. This is a map where you want to exploit that C75 close range.
Zip has got the 5-7 though.
Taco kill.
Chicken, Zip mix, all the same thing. We've already got the top mid, but Brawlers are playing wisely, backed off. They're SK, anything apart from map control. They still have a player. So, for now, the question becomes A or getting over B. You have Glaive way back over here to bolster the fight, but Fake coming in from Fallen and Phelps. They're just here, so Discord.
I can see Fallen split actually. Glaive is going to be smoking off here. Fallen wants to respect it. Not quite sure what's happening, but the rest could be put to Archie. Actually, now that they're that's definitely not what's going to happen. 7 seconds left. They're starting to run a bit low on time here, SK Gaming. And Stack as well. Osi, here's the jumping, trying to fall back, and he's going to get the kill on Coldzera. Reloading just in time to make it around the corner. Arco getting shut down by Kiebu. Things are going a little bit off the rails here for SK Gaming. There's Device with the deagle. Taken down, falling. Device, he can't find the second one. Kiebu will. And Fur with the bomb in his hands, getting shot in the back down to 20 health and 1 second left. It's going to be a headshot. The round is done, and he goes down after the clock as well. An absolute disaster for the Brazilian side here. Line is 1-1.
What is the trend here? Both of these maps assets today, Anders. It's been the overarching trend that teams are very good now at winning the pistol and controlling the second round and winning that one as well. Kind of throwback to the... But today, in these maps that we got to cast, all of a sudden teams, they're winning pistols and they're failing to capitalize on that. They're failing to get the strong start that they should have when they do pick up the first round in half. So, interesting for SK Gaming, running so low on time. Maybe kind of overcomplicating things. I mean, there was the option to go for the fake. There was the option to go for the split onto B. Perhaps they just a little bit too much time trying to figure out which one they want to go for.
Option is down in the fire as well. That is one of the worst options, by the way. Game. Don't want to do that most of the time.
Something you want.
Fallen down to 12. I think that smoke from Glaive could put whatever time they had in mind off a bit. That they wanted to have more info on B, they couldn't. That was a bit late in the round that went down, so SK Gaming. Now, they have invested into the round. One plant in the last round either, so I can win this. Not in this anyway.
I'll go with it. Come down to the timing. Zip has got the nade out. Device, rather. He had the anti-flash. It's gone out, and it was actually fairly effective, but Cold and Taco are already wrapping around, and we'll see. They're going to run right into him. And Cold with the set up close will do tremendous damage. Zipnix, he's got the angle, but he'll fall to Taco next. And 1 kill at a time. SK Gaming, they're working their way onto the site.
missing all the shots here. Glaive at least gets one. Going to be flashed in to try and stop the bomb, but played in that as well. Finally, the free comes in from Banana, taking down for 1-2. Way too close for Astralis. They've given up a big lead already. Marco wins this first fight. Grenade is out. Knife is in. He's going to stab Kirby. Oh my god. Coldzera slicing up some Danish pork right there. And that will be the round for SK Gaming. An unbelievable start to this match. Back and forth it goes. So, I mean, the wraparound into construction is cool for SK Gaming, but it's also massively sloppy from Astralis that because they heard that there was no reason to overpeak or any of that. Like they could have taken that fight much smarter. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's cold. Cutting himself off some bacon. You guys are pretty big fans of that out here in Denmark?
I think it's like our biggest export. Medicine and Lego. Bubblegum for some reason.
Well, I mean, Scandinavians are pretty fond of bubblegum. That kind of, not a big shocker there.
And up here. Advertising is a great one. Like, whenever we do that, it almost inevitably be a bad game, but right now, it has to make one of those really crazy games. Astralis, they lose that round. Oh, they still invest into this one. They want to keep fighting it. Right around the corner is Fur with the Mac 10. Could definitely be doing a lot, but the reload is in. Perfect time for F to pick up that kill. Could be a second one here. Kirby very low and Fur doing all the work. That's beautiful.
Have that audio cue. The audio cue is obvious, but there is a feeling, you know, when somebody's trying to run low on bullets, spraying through smoke. And if he's already launch it through it, advantage now. Together as a right now, they're a little bit too spread out for my taste. I'd like to see them come together as onto a site and so. Could have taken fall in there. There was a chance. The timing. Then what do you do if you're having to deal with him over in Boyle?
Bit risky, but ultimately, it's a really great job on SK not to leave anything to chance. They checked every single inch of that bomb site before they went in and put the bomb down. So they sort of had the time for it. I'm glad that they're making sure they win rounds like these because they're uncertain right now. Money is definitely going to be low to buy in the next round, and that means they could jump from 2 rounds right into Astralis having a chance of replying, maybe.
Like on Inferno, version of Inferno, now that the pros have actually had quite a bit of time now to work on it, just learning tendencies, how to actually use grenades, take the sites. It feels like for options for get the lockdowns going. No. Smoke it over for it right and buy a lot of time. Had map as CT get lockdowns going. Can't even completely evicted from your apartment as well if you're somehow bullets go.
It's a definite problem. It's a challenge that like no one has really found a really good answer for. Some teams try and be more aggressive with top mid control. In a round like this, there's not going to be much of that. Nothing has been purchased. A little bit. Very on the Astralis side of the moment.
Already go. Could set them up for the fun gun. See how he adjusts. If he able to catch exactly, I was about to say, and somehow he's not hitting the shots. Purr will find a pre in the meantime. Phelps takes down Zip. That's over. But now things are out of whack here for Astralis. You can see Glaive rotating back to Banana. They have no idea that the bomb is on. Sure enough, they missed Astralis.
Going to be an pose in this round for Billy inside. Kirby caught of the mid lane there. And Glaive came out of that much. They have the Mac 10, so still on someone with that. That I think may be the best option, but it's going to be a bit tricky all on its own. Glaive will go down. Edge armor. So, oh, what's on? What is happening?
Oh, Taco.
And then the kill from 3. If he could steal this one for an AK and make his way out, that'd be god tiers. A bit too much to ask. I look forward to that replay. The smoke right face on the ramp.
Yeah, but more. Let's fall. Look at the end. That's what far. Not sure where Phelps is coming from. The wall bang headshot or the smoke headshot. He did eventually tag to free. I mean, it eventually worked out the way he intended it to. But Fallen donating himself as well. That was the question mark.
Absolutely. 4-1. Buys in Astralis. Impressive one. You'll notice it. Not the full grenades. No AWP either in play currently. So there's a lot that they're lacking right now on the Astralis side. And they've chosen a very common setup. At least they're, for the moment, defending top mid, which I like to see. Because I want the terrorist grenades to get top mid. I don't want them to just walk in there and take it. Go for like a late retake of top banana. Something that I at least have been missing for a while. Oh, well. Glaive down. That was Phelps taking that kill. Suddenly a bit tricky.
Oak as well. A little bit of a lucky break there for SK Gaming. Phelps gets the timing perfectly right, and Glaive is laid low. Man advantage now for SK Gaming. Shaping up nicely here for SK. They have that mid control. They have top banana, and so the options are all there. Vice rotates back over to side as well to bolster the defense here with Zip. 50 seconds left, and so we're approach that time here for SK Gaming to go. They have plenty of time to sit and wait out that smoke. No reason to try and go. Trying to make their way through, and Taco is already clearing out Arch, so we could see that split onto B, but Device is ready for it. What?
Let him walk.
Yeah, he's definitely heard him. He's going to be ready for it here. There we go. Sure enough, the shot on Taco, but he might not expect to see Fur lurking around, waiting for him to rotate, and sure enough, easy kill for Fur. That starts things off strong here for the B take.
Sip had to stay alive then as soon as he goes down. They are coming in banana hot and heavy, but Coldzera with a great headshot, stopping Kirby right away. Gonna turn it back. Teammate flashing him in, and that will be a triple for Coldzera. No damage at all in the round. Looks so tuned in right now. See how electric he is at the moment. This is just brilliant play. SK are looking, I think people are saying this going into the major tournament, that they look like they're synced up together. They look such a strong team right now. And when they get still, how much they slow it down, how confident they are in where they set up their grenades. Like, there's almost no hesitation, and everything is working really well.
Got 9-1-1. Call the police. Not this.
Yeah, but they are the police. So
oh, what do you do then? Not Ghostbusters. Play that.
Not just yet. Phelps trying to see if he can catch Sip, who's hiding behind the sandbag. Sits another round of pistols here. Good shot from Sip. Take down Phelps. That shot. Got to be a bit careful with that low health. That could be a one shot, but they are going to make their way back. Deep breath here for SK Gaming. No reason to give this round away. You've lost one player. Not a big problem.
Eye on it.
Yeah, you hope so.
Fallen. Okay, Fallen just did. Out, so that's definitely one of the smaller details. Same as at the end of the round, you run over the corpses to pick up grid. A little bit of money. In this case, in an antidote, you do not leave Fallen right draws to find them.
I like the second part. I think wrap around the side. They don't have to walk any close range towards pit. And from Astralis' point of view, triple stack on B, and then hoping that if anyone comes apartments, then close range for Kirby to find them with a P. So both teams are for that current sort of coin toss of whom it's SK coming out pretty heavily on top, and that's great news for them. The bomb is going to be going down in the A bomb site, and exits get a rifle. Can Fallen doesn't just deny most of it down, and in Tuck so ready for it. Well, say that he was ready. Triple though.
Facing it.
Yeah, you. Nixon on gaming now is not quite the first time, but now at least they have everything they want, Astralis, and that's so late enough. It's all because of the shenanigans that are happening in the beginning, trading rounds and all of that. Finally, the Danes have got. I wonder how they're aggressive here. gonna trust in their default and to say.
Device is getting the deep nade set up, and it looks like he's just back over towards that A site. So top banana control has been obtained for Astralis, and as well as deep banana based off of that smoke thrown in by Device. Now Glaive and Zipnix pressure over the side of the map. Buy a little bit of time here. And we'll see how SK decided to take advantage of it. Got apartments control very early on here. Fallen, Taco, and Ferg have now cleared that out. Gotta be feeling a little bit of the heat, and yes, sure enough, Glaive is gonna start rotating over towards the A site. Fallen finds the pick on Kirby to start things off as well. And SK have got everything going their way so far in these last few rounds.
Careless, trying to reach the apartments and wasn't ready for it. Nice, he could go down if he missed the shot, but he won't. Right behind her, but it was a second too late, and now Glaive shot Fallen. Would have been going down. He's gonna find the shot, almost taking down Glaive. Taco trying to make his way into the pit here. Glaive just trying to buy time with the grenades. There's still 47 seconds in this 3-on-3, and Astralis, they have to win it. They have to pick it up. They can't give this one away, but Glaive goes down. Sip with one refrag on Coldzera. Still a 1-on-3 here as they're just making it work. SK Gaming gonna put the bomb down, and Astralis finding nothing at all in that end battle.
SK have got... They played that so perfectly. Instead of trying to chase Pale Mail, looking for Glaive, trying to find an opening kill, they just sat there and waited. They forced Glaive out into the open and then pick up the following kill as well. That was Taco playing very well in pit, not overextending, not showing himself, knowing his angle and covering it. Solid work from SK. They just look indomitable right now. 7-1. And yeah, okay, 2-5. But right now it's looking SK. They're just totally different.
Yeah, it's just very little comfort having to survive when you're this far behind early on. Astralis should take a pretty deep breath here and just remind themselves that if they can just get up to 5-6 rounds in the first half, then they're in it, you know, at least then they're not just wiped off the map. I think you're absolutely right. Some of the maps that we've asked have been decided, but SK are looking like the kind of team we want them to be major. And I think many people have even said going in that, you know, they might be the favorite.
SK?
Yeah.
Yeah. Finals are bust if you're okay. Good a shape coming into the tournament. Back-to-back time. Non-stop on. Importantly, just it doesn't look like they're frustrated with each other either.
A battle. Device is going to be furious. He actually read that pretty perfectly. Fallen felons at the angle, but got a leg shot.
I mean, Astralis are play. Not really flashiest kind of guy who just hard work plays upon. Figure out what other team offers and what he was, you know, as well. If there was a pattern there, Device was looking for it, bringing that in, trying to take advantage of it. A lot of hard work from telling. Big part of pick up and make.
Oh, most definitely. Look at the opposite ends of the spectrum here. 11, 1, and 2. Obviously frightening. Glaive is 1, 3, and 8 now. It's not to put all, but definitely that's something that has to change eventually for them to turn this ship around here. Tech issue that we're sorting out. As soon as that's done, we're going to get back into the action. Astralis weren't really able to do much, so I guess we'll see in, yeah, if they can do anything fancy and turn the boat around. It's always dangerous if you sort of risk too much here. Go for like try and sort of around like this. It can really heavily backfire.
Pressure that are hit. Spurs running around, finding headshots left and right. Cold is double-digit frags. Those are pretty much the last two guys that you want to be well for SK. That's the engine. That's the main driving force behind SK Gaming. They just railroad other teams day in, day out. And so when Glaive is sitting thinking like, right, time to go for strategy, right, that can back of your head where it's just like, who might run into one of these guys who can whack. They've been doing a very good job of getting banana control, or at least challenging it early and trying to do some damage. Over on A, hacking.
I'm figuring out the Right, set a bit of a style on full face. Have to, and why obviously makes sense. Now is a good time to be game. I think game here and back in them.
I love it. Balance out the. Have a little bit of editor like take the time out.
Now
I heard a funny story that there was Banana Gate at a tournament. An organizer forgot to get players were like not playing bananas here. So it was known as Banana Gate.
If Glaive turns this around now, it's time to buy stock banana beef. But you know, obviously
sure.
it's gonna be exciting. You know, people attribute everything to that. So I look forward to that happening. 9 rounds in. Tech issue now. It's 7-1 as a scoreline. SK Gaming off to a blazing start here on Inferno, and honestly, not much going to happen in this round for Astralis. They have invested minimally into this round just to try and give themselves a slight chance at maybe turning it, but ultimately it should be a round for SK, especially because they've been making very few mistakes in giving up these rifles pistol rounds.
But that opportunity, perhaps, rotation has come from Device, and so you get that smoke. Once again, Astralis have had to give up fairly early on, actually. I mean, Astralis are getting the nades out there, but SK Gaming, it feels like they've got a pretty good grip on how to, within the first 40 seconds of the round, actually take top banana back. Not really seeing much crazy stuff going
on. Leading the charge. For health, that's a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, Taco will be going down, so got on Device, that will certainly open things up. He's going to charge him with the Tech 9. That's so aggressive. And a headshot on Care before. Tired of playing these slow games, cracking on the bomb side and Tip alone.
One step ahead. While he was already rotating down that B site. Saying, oh, I've killed 2. There's going to be the one over on B now. If we just him, I've got Phelps getting top banana. Pretty much Phelps is stomping route now.
Good leadership.
It's just quick tactical, right? And that's no hesitation, knows exactly what to do, and comes back when they find Dupree. Right, get that kill. He's like, oh, okay, A is round. Could have been frag hungry, stat hungry. Tried to go regardless, but playing to win. What it's all about here. 8-1. Job of it. Pair 11.
Yes, the guy doing most of the entry fragging over at Archway here, that's pretty impressive. A lot of the time it's the entry fragger. You're just getting maybe a kill and then you're out, you know, but you're done.
And I mean, like you're seeing, Fur may only have 9 frags. He's doing a lot of damage in these rounds. And Cold, 13-1 and 2. They died twice versus Astralis.
Finally something working. Phelps will lose the battle at the top of the smoke there against Sip. Some breathe space for Astralis to back and make a 4-1 setup, which is a standard way to approach this kind of situation. Fallen goes down to Device as well, so now looking very bad for SK Gaming. Astralis, all you're thinking right now is this is our round. We cannot lose pretty much in the bag, so keep the team spirits alive. And Dupree getting flashed in, taking down Coldzera. Now it's done. Fur and Taco now trying to fight their way through, and Fur's going to do a bit more damage before down. Get the 2 in. SK Gaming, probably weren't going to win that round, so bit.
Yeah, it would have taken a massive over Astralis' side. It would have taken peeking without the flash, for example. Right? Those kinds of mistakes, what costs you rounds in those situations, that's where you start experience on Astralis' side. Still heads enough to call for the flash, take the peek, no risk, still on Cold, and that. So Astralis finally 2 rounds on the board. They can actually build just bank a little bit of money for Dupree and Device because they kept those 3 alive. Very quick B take here coming through and Fallen. He gets caught between 2 Molotovs in the Inferno. Not going to be good enough though. He does not win the duel versus Glaive. Glaive barely gets out of there with 23 HP. And yes, sure enough, Astralis will give up top banana now.
A banana making the Glaive
banana.
1 half a banana.
Banana.
They're wrapping 3rd plane bomb side while they've got that little going on. Flash, or actually an HC grenade ready to explode anyone coming in here. So heavy investment for Astralis. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they rotated one person back. They should have 3 away when they're a man up. I think that's much. So this is a better setup for them, definitely. Charge of any kind of magic here once the smoke fades. Man in, one good flashbang and he can get the entry that they need. This is still very winnable gaming.
Boost has been used quite a bit, and Phelps is going to check it. Yep, sure enough. Been used one too many times. Now you can't really get caught off guard by it. I have to admire Phelps for keeping his head and actually checking that angle. Cold and Phelps finding both kills, open up the site. And that just comes down to experience. What veterans? Device and Dupree, though. 2 very quick kills coming right back here for Astralis, and now we're in a 2-on-2 retake.
Marco looking over at the A side, trying to catch any rotators out, but quite enough. He did 1 kill, but a bit more here. Way right in front of Astralis, and have to go for it. So losing the round would be a disaster. Missed shot from Device. Look, it was dead on. Dupree gets 1, and he can't get Coldzera. What an absolute beast. Triple for him instead. All the way up now. But 6 kills, I believe, is out of control. Brutal. And you have to sort of, if you put yourself in the mind of Astralis, right? Because Glaive is so low from the engagement, they don't want him to be forward in the battle, so he's back. But when they're both that locked on the bomb site, a couple of good grenades there. Both players are rendered almost entirely useless. There was no fire. They were just sort of trapped in their own corners. No one could help each other out. I would say questionable setup. I would have much rather had Dave play by, say, Coffins. You know, he didn't actually have a flashbang, but even HE, and then have Sip try and fight it out, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough sell because it just takes Phelps, A, not taking because he backed off, also B, not checking for the boost. Then Zipnix gets 1 kill, drops back, and you can see how in Astralis' mind it's all supposed to work. Fortunately for him, Phelps doesn't overlook the boost. Thorough, he checks everything, just like a man on point needs to. And so it's just, to me right now, SK Gaming, they are making so few errors, at least when it comes to getting on sites. They're making fewer mistakes. Oh, they are 9-2.
9-2 is definitely one of the problems. The other one is that they don't have money to keep buying him. That's the third problem. Coldzera or something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just run away with the whole race.
It's like he could be 2-4 right now, but winning a clutch like that, like, those are the high impact frags. So now, well, goes Device up close. Deagle spraying, baiting for his teammate, but no, they're not going to fall for it. Fur waiting. He knows. And Taco will find Dupree. Side open for bomb as in start rotating over here on the back of Phelps. There, it's very hard. It looks like to pull the wool over SK Gaming's eyes.
Fallen open to take that fight pretty much 100% of the time. So a shot on Glavis rounds the corner. Will make the 10th round for the Brazilian side. Everybody's hoping that this is the case that we'll get in playoffs. You know, want to face off in the arena, be it in the quarterfinals, semifinals, grand finals. Like, you want the full audience there. Right now, Astralis is certainly getting a bit of a wake-up call. SK Gaming, they are absolutely ready for this kind of battle. Round here. Remarkable performance from them. And SK or Astralis do to bring this one back. They've still played, I would say, a fairly timid brand of Counter-Strike on the Danish side. There haven't been that many opportunities for adventure. A couple of fights at Top Banana that some of the time have worked out for them, but there are other opportunities. You see how pretty much just blowing out all of apartments here. Runners don't feel like trying anything there, but late retake of Top Banana is at least one model to work with.
At the angle, we saw him pick up a shot here last time he had this. Bar pushed up. Adjustment coming through. Did he step out into the open? No. Mate to watch his back. protected, so he doesn't overstep. Coming through, though, he's trying to bait a response out. Fallen all he wants to that one step too far in the wrong direction. Here, though, 4 left on the clock for SK.
Focus on for Caribou, missing the opportunity he had. Sight on Caribou now. They're ready to pounce on the bomb side. The rotation is coming, but it's miles away. And Glaive going down is an absolute disaster. Dupree, the last on the side. Pistols out instead, but right in front. He actually hits the headshot. Now he's trying to buy more time, but oh no! The smoke goes too far! Going to be crisped by Fallen. Device missed the chance, and he might not get a second chance either. Now all they have to do is buy time here. Astralis are in a lot of trouble. They fight for this, or they just save the rifles and try and make it back later on. There's a bit of a gap there. Sip picking up a kill on Phelps. Might just bubble about the fact that Coldzera is alive and Fallen's the other player. How do you break this 2v2? Coldzera hitting on one headshot and one more to come. Taking down the last 2 players. A brutal turn of events. Coldzera now 18 kills and just 3 deaths. Anyone stop this man?
Denmark here.
Not at the moment. They're out of control, isn't it?
Far too good now, but he's getting the setups as well. The prime position graveyard, which is so difficult. Well, you got to give it to Dupree. He certainly put up a fight here, but you're right.
Oh, that was
actually
a flash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was.
I thought it was a smoke, actually. That wouldn't have helped him at all. Would have made his death more glorious. Maybe. Flashbang.
He just didn't want to see it coming, you know.
Just line to. Oh well, oh well. 7-3. Look, grim. Astralis. Have to admire this as well. Some teams will fall victim to this. That they get off to such a good start that they sort of get a bit happy and they end up making basic mistakes, and suddenly they lose 3 rounds at the end of it that they didn't need to lose, and that gives the other team a chance to get back in. SK, I think, is almost none of that. They are hyper-focused.
There's no real. I don't think. Don't mess around with like Astralis, and SK certainly know it. The shots. The headshot there on Taco. But they're already up on A. Bomb is going to get planted in the corner. It's not a great plant by any stretch, but they have the bomb site now, and it's on Astralis to actually get the drop. Kirby finds Fallen looking the wrong way. Device is still here. He will find the shot on Phelps eventually. So a man advantage now for Astralis. Device has found an AWP. Point blank. Here's the chance, and it's not going to happen because Fire is going to be able. What? How does Fur miss that shot? Device is at 11 HP. That was 1 bullet.
And Sip try and fight for it. They don't have a kit, so they can't really buy any time at all. Sip with the headshot on one. Cold in the corner as the final raid boss, and every single time in this game, he's just making it work. Another double to him.
He just tagged him too.
Love it. This is amazing. That's 20 kills for Coldzera in the first half of the game. Please.
All he needed, like air horns back there, would have been the. How Cold. Big clutches for Cold as well. Although the last one, he was set up with the flash, admittedly, from his teammate, and so life was made a little easier for him. But there, that was the shot he had to hit in order to shatter Astralis. It is going to be the buy from Astralis. That was an equal round after all, but it's 12-2 side for SK Gaming. Fully bought up SK as well. Again, very quick to move into apartments.
Set up here for Astralis to try and control Banana for a moment. That smoke. Gonna try and challenge it. I was wondering, because as soon as they throw the Molotov, could be incentivized to try and just run through and catch anybody, but gonna respect it. And with the wall. Oh my god, that actually connects with Glaive on the other side. Absolute disaster, and the Molotov to follow. It doesn't bounce off the wall, so stick around with this for SK on the other side. They have to win this Astralis. I mean, 2 rounds is nowhere near enough. 3, still not great, but at least you've given yourself a bit of a chance. The boost on top of the wall. Take down Glaive. Now snuck in all the way towards quarters further to take down Dupree. Astralis are so far back on the map. Have no idea what's happening, and SK are in through the cracks. Masterful first half here for SK Gaming.
A lot of that versus Penta, yes. Just the wall bank to top banana. Repeat if you know you're going to put the shots through and try to get the timing right. Right on the edge of the smoke, though. He's walking up, scoped. Does he Got the man. Yes, he does. Hits the shot. And Cold is there. Got his back. Not a chance here for Astralis. His device is the man holding, but Cold obliterates him again. And it's all on Zipnix. 1v5. The tall order. Dane. It's not looking too hot. They know where he is. Matter of time until Taco or Phelps Case finds the shot. 13-2 at the end of the first half, and utter dominance.
Mother of God, he dropped 20 kills into 3 deaths. Coldzera. He's gunning for a group stage record right now in terms of kill-death ratio. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he's got to be close. Like, this is completely obscene. And you're right to say, I mean, Coldzera's had a lot of setup, but this is remarkable. Hardcore right onto the haycart with a headshot on the final player on the site. What a brutal way to get started here. A wake-up call for Astralis, a sign for everybody else in the tournament that SK are not going to let this one go. They're certainly going to make the playoffs, and they want to keep going as well. 13-2 here. Of course, this is only going to be the second win in the group stage, but still remarkable form that they're in right now.
Oh, yeah. If you're dumpstering Astralis like second game, you're going to be up 2-0. Whoever faces in that 2-0 bracket, they're not going to be too happy to draw that team. Bell pulling close. The splash is not effective. It's on Burn now to bring it back. That's not going to happen. Device, 2 headshots picked up. 1 for Kirby, 1 for Device. Sites that could have been there by Astralis, but they were a bit too far back, and Banana playing a little passively. That gives them some chance to work with here. Fallen finds Glaive.
I also have a lot of damage to knock over at the hit position, so I think intentionally Astralis don't want to rush into any kind of madness here. Fallen close tapping with the USP, trying to fall back, and he's going to get overrun. Kirby finding the second kill here. Great work on him. Now 2 versus 4. Say this with a bit of hesitation. Fully, Astralis can win this round. That too.
They won the first half pistol on the B side, made it look easy. Well, Astralis are giving the show here on the B side as well. If not connect, Kirby with the kills. Out on the party there. But now, SK, they lost follow-up half now. A little bit of pressure here on Astralis. And I love this statement. Oh, we know that you're going for the SK Gaming. We're actually just fully invest in nades, roast you out, have the nades, make that the game.
That's not a bad idea at all. So many corners on Inferno that you have to check. Just taking top banana is one of them, but even going on to the B bomb side, or if you're going arch instead, you need to be able to bomb out all of those positions so that you don't run into anything close like this. Very more enough panic for Sip there.
Yeah, that was bizarre. Taco only connecting with the 1 device hitting. One hell of a nade though. Down to 43. Max nade right in the face of him. Never pleasant. That would soften him up. You see, Taco would run into Device. It would have been that much easier.
Flash, and more flashes coming through. Phelps, good position, but jump in from here is so hard to deal with if you've got that C-set 75. Cold just managed to swap position with the rest of the Astralis team that were coming in the apartments. A bit odd. And further, exit kills are the best you can hope for in a round like this. Astralis doing a very respectable job here at the beginning of the second half, and I mean, if they want any chance at some sort of miracle comeback, they have to.
Very strong start. Build that economy. Getting kills with you. Fantastic. Big, well, a whole lot of money in the bank. Finds a kill of his own. $100 goes into his pocket. It will continue that way. Now, SK Game forcing this round. Be able to force. If they did, that would be a. That it's Taco and Fallen Man economy. Double up. Could be in the cards. Hard to go apart from that kind of setup SK Gaming have here.
You know, I was hoping that it would be like a 5-man stack or something. Like, that's not quite the case. Already a lot of top banana control here for to 5. Not much comfort again if you're Astralis. The road back is just so far right now. turning problem for any CT side on this map, which is how you actually hold bomb sites. How do you get the information to know where to put your players? And definitely not.
Gambit doesn't check the boost. See that?
Yeah.
He doesn't pre-aim the kind of cross. That could be knowing that. But I mean, if they do decide to go for the on here, SK, that could be perhaps catches him off guard if Gambit.
Something that now that we're talking about that position boxes, I always wonder, why don't people just Molotov? Easy Molotovs you can land that even land on top of the box, but it actually lands on top of the boost and it spills down behind. And they're not really that difficult to throw, so like that's gone a bit out of style.
I really kind of, I wish if you're Hardy going, we're actually just trying to save. Because literally they're just running around with UMP, basically injecting steroids into Astralis' economy by just running in here. You're going to make, what, $300 with a kill with the US? Every time they get a kill with the money that you're going to have.
AK's here.
Taco. Have the kit.
Look for being full again. He thought about Kenny in the last game being a little sort of post-combat AWPing. Combat AWPing, and has been calling it. But Fallen, I think, is an absolute champion as well. I love watching him play close with this gun. Maybe we'll get a chance to see why. He's actually going to hit that shot and trying to fall back around the corner. Didn't quite take down Device. A lot of speed behind this. Taco running gun against Sip. He's going to go down to the pre with a kill on Coldzera. That is and getting taken down. Every time you take out Coldzera, his best of one, you've done a good job.
Oh, that was Brazen. We'll just run straight up to top mid. No flashes, no nothing. Fallen is going to be kicking himself that he missed those 2 shots. That could have been completely destructive to Astralis' strategy. Instead, it will be Kirby catching Phelps. Man advantage now, making this retake very difficult here for SK Gaming. So many angles to worry about, and sure enough, they're just going to back off and save. He's on the hunt. Fallen does not want to. That was just, sometimes you commentator, just run straight up, rush short on A, plow through, no matter what. That's quite the call coming in for.
Yeah, he knew that was the fire round and probably just saying, listen, we're going to have to make them respect us here. First chance they have rifles, so make sure this becomes really not a good round for them. Fur doing a great job holding on to the rifles and making it a bit more expensive for Astralis, but still probably
survives on 1 HP.
Calculated, man. He knew that.
He knew that.
Pocket calculator out. How many yards the bomb's on? Well then. 13-6 as the scoreline. Still a gap between 7 rounds, in fact. But it's absolutely surmountable here for Astralis. You can actually close it. You can still make this work. In the very much the same way as SK did. I mean, the one feature of Astralis' side is that they did not have money, anything. So that's the first step. Oh, he sees the top of the head and got that kill. That would have been get started.
Aggressive stacked, no less. That you're running a risk if you're SK Gaming at that point. Such a common HE to throw right there on that corner. A couple of HEs in there, you can tight wide open. Faster. But not the case, and they do survive. Okay, with the force MPs on Phelps and Coldzera, and we'll see what they'll be capable of here, as it is going to be Astralis looking to change up the pace here towards the B side this time.
Incredibly Fallen. Wondering if he smashed himself in to take the position, but comfortable now. Couple of counter grenades coming out. Glaive. Again, he's and enough for the Molotov, and he knows Fallen gonna have a hard time coming through. He gets the kill and escapes back for the smoke. Unbelievable play from Fallen. That might just have been enough here. Now there's only 40 seconds in this versus 5. How does he get away with it? Why is no one able to punish it? If the back of the bomb side, and Fur, supposed to be Molotov to his death, is now still, and the whole SK team have shown up. They're all 3 of them in position here. Rest close by as well. Fur goes down to Device. Fallen again. smoked off, and surely this time they're going to deny him the chance to get another kill. Maybe Astralis have found a way to make it through. The bomb going to be going down, and still on Fallen. Step in the right direction. Device doing more work, taking down Phelps, and back off and save this. Don't take this fight.
Has every faith in his ability to hit the shot. Because his team, he already knows that they've got this on lock. That the AWP saved if he were to die. Instead, he wants to get that ice. Can he get it, Cole? Cole is just trying to keep him on this side as long as possible. Now Device is the only one over here, but his teammate is rotating over, and sure enough, Cold. What a beast. What a monster. He's cost them the op, and he's going to go even further. Takes the headshot on Gambit too. And Astralis, what was supposed to be a perfect round for you, and can he actually get in here and get the AWP off Device? Unbelievable. Cold is next level.
It's just madness, isn't it?
That is getting the most out of a horrible situation.
It speaks to the depth of talent just in this one game. These 10 players, give any one of them a chance to do something, and they'll crack it wide open. Unbelievable. Quad kill for Vice in this round. I mean, I would actually say fight against Taco is too much. Like, don't do that. It does work out just fine. He gets the kill. 7-13 now, 6-round difference. Double up a side, and then strange round here. They've won.
Dog thinks wondering about here. Bonds, I mean, they've split up the 8 of one and done spot. I mean, the action Taco, sure enough, and the instant headshot on Zipnix at that range, down to 19. Actually, it is. But there you go. That's the fact of it. The matter is that Zipnix now is going to be just a little bit more careful when it comes to pushing onto the site. Mates are going to have to back him up and see, can they actually get in position to take advantage of the AWP, because Cold is still alive. Taco wins the duel versus Zipnix eventually. Arch is open, and that opens up Fallen to getting flanked here by Kierdi or Glaive, both. Doesn't matter. Fallen hits the shot.
Yeah. Broken apart. Get that kill on Sip as well. Cold, I think the only chance here is actually for Glaive to open up. He's deep in the bomb site. He needs to get a kill on someone before the rest start to come out. There's one grenade coming in. Glaive almost linchpin here. Oh, close. You get this kill. Need some grenades around Glaive. There's the kill on one. Going for a second. Could be it. Takes down Phelps as well. He's opened it up, and Taco gets completely jumped on, crushed by debris. That will leave Coldzera at the back of the site. Never underestimate this man. He's going to get the headshot on the Device. 10 seconds left. Dupree will take him down. A 1 versus 1 with 8 seconds left.
What?
Fakes the bomb. Dupree, he's just waiting for it. Now he's got no time. Oh my god. He was sure Fur was right next to him. That's a round for SK. An absolute frustration for Dupree. He was so sure he would do it right there.
I gotta walk a little. Oh.
Well, it actually, a lot of ways, perfect sense, because if Fur is right next to him, and he plants, if it's deep wall or inside the site, it doesn't really matter. Fur is right there, 8 seconds, can't fake it, so then he has to go full plant and he could die immediately. So, I don't know, it's a bit of a coin flip in that situation. That's so hard. It is really hard to watch, obviously, at that point in the game, having done all of that. That might have been a last straw for Astralis. They have some money, but not a lot in this round, and SK Gaming, no. Two more rounds.
Life isn't...
Most of the time.
Everybody, doing their part. Got to be thinking, like, actually found a way in a 3-5 to get back in and win the round, and then to lose in that fashion, that's painful. And while they don't have a whole lot of mistakes that they can make here, Astralis, 14-7, SK Gaming, they get a new lease on life. Now they have the AWP saved up, have the rifles, and it's Astralis who are on the back foot. Because Astralis loses the round, they're going to be forcing. That could be SK Gaming taking this win here versus the Danes. Right through the... Oh!
Does go down, but hiding behind. Great setup there. Versus Astralis. SK to try and figure out exactly where their men fallen. Got flashed, but missing the shot there. That's really uncharacteristic. Have a chance for Device to take down Phelps, but he was hiding in a good position, so 5 seconds. The bomb is going to be going down on the line here, and Airbu's been playing quite well in the second half. I think now is the time for him to step it up 100% and come back in it.
Due to his positioning, he is always so long to rotate over. But at least Phelps and Taco are away. They're going to move together through as a unit. That's exactly what you need. Got the three. Move together, stay tight, Cold, watching to make sure nobody can flank from behind. He's keeping an eye on the site itself as Phelps and Taco move in as a duo. Kirby hits the shot, but that gives it away. Still, if Kirby can continue to hit the shots, yes, he can, of course. 3 headshots for him. Locks it down for Astralis, and they come right back after the glitch matrix of the last round. Astralis set things right. 14-8.
Deep breath here, I think. Timeout being called. Great setup. There wasn't a problem here. SK, which is, even if Kirby only gets kills, they don't have a smoke to lure Sip in from Banana, right? So they had to sort of try and defuse out in the open. Fun. Yeah. Remarkable triple for him. Stepped it up in the second half here, Kirby. Does come alive for them right here. Sounds like a lot, but... And it would be a lot if all 6 rounds were rifle rounds for SK, you know, then you would definitely, that's going to be going in favor of the Brazilian side, but that's not going to be the case, and kind of the same dilemma that Astralis were just having on the side. You have money, you have going or buying up a little, and wrong rounds, you're not going to have much of a chance here. In many ways, the second half has actually started off better for Astralis than it did for SK, in terms of Astralis winning the first 5 rounds, then one, then winning the next, cracking the SK economy.
Another round of eco, they crack the economy here. At least in the short term, SK Gaming are getting a bit of an experience. They now what Astralis have. So now we get to see Astralis just kind of stroll. Damage.
We can make it out. Zera, relentless in his pursuit for more kills. Oh my god! Another headshot coming in, taking down Sipnix. How even do it?
Not like this.
Exactly like this, Semler. Relentless Coldzera. 30 kills at the moment. Device and Glaive trying to keep it alive, but they have been completely shell-shocked by Coldzera, making a legendary name for himself, and has been for a long time. Device and Glaive, you got to be wondering now, how could we stop this? We had everything going on in this round. We cracked their economy, get everything working the right way.
And over, and they know that they're up against a hard eco. Far from the D. There's a chance here. Fallen, though, catching Glaive sleeping. Just the right angle, and they're going to try and peek them together. Exactly right. This is how you do it, SK, but you don't line up. Glaive sprays down one, and Device can now bring this back. No Kevlar means it's very difficult to take spray fights versus the machine guns. Very well played here by Astralis. Doing up. Although, I speak too soon. Fur shows that he can opt too. We've got Glaive on 7H. 1v1 versus Fur.
Madness. Just gonna go straight for the plant, obviously. Can't believe what I'm seeing. Enough noise. Glaive trying to get up on top of the fountain. Get a bit. Fur coming in. In a pre-fire, the angle, in fact, and he gets the headshot, taking down Glaive. Absolutely remarkable, and run, he didn't have a kit.
Yeah.
I would say, play any games now, Fur. Worth it. Have plenty of time for the turns around. That's 15-8 here, favoring SK Gaming. And honestly, in that 2-4, had the bottom room. Quite a while, I think. To make it up. The fact that they were fighting in middle was...
But the way they did, that's the thing. Going together at all 4. Strength in numbers, right? It's so hard in CS that get multiple spray downs unless they line up. You get multiple spray downs against 50s. So much damage. So do Deagles. So nuts. Cold is just unreal. If you're SK, you're so happy right now that he is in peak performance for the major. You could be thinking maybe he has an off time, right? You guys have been on the road for more than a month now, because just attending back-to-back tournaments. Cold can have an off day. Cold, this is why he's nicknamed. He just never stops.
Have to appreciate that level. 8. Astralis need 7 rounds on the road to fight for overtime. Task right now. They're up against Coldzera, has one of them. 10. Here though.
Yeah, the cascade.
No, because Taco's doing it with the M4. That's not going to be to hold this. Finally, a bit of a rotation coming in with Phelps. Taco standing up, getting one, and then getting shut down right afterwards.
But the headshot. No. Somehow it doesn't connect with Zipnix. Good communication there. Phelps quick to react on Taco's information that somebody got dinked hit, but it's not going to be that. That it's a man advantage. They're going to have to do this the hard way here, SK Gaming, because the afterplants are pretty decent here for Astralis. 2 guys in pit to cover both angles, and the man on site to set up the crossfire.
Has a Molotov that he just put out, so that's going to buy even more time here. They might want to think about whether or not they want to keep doing this. Just they have so much work with. They are actually going to go for the retake, even though it's a bit late here. Running right in, Fallen picking up the kill, and Coldzera with a shot on Sip, shutting it down and win against Astralis on in front. 16-8. Coldzera ridiculously 35 kills in one game.